What's up, y'all? What's up, my Full of Joy podcasters? It's been 2 weeks. I'm sorry. I think I told y'all that whoever follows on me on my Instagram, that's also posted on the end of the credits if you all want to follow my Instagram page, just to keep up with me. I do have a Snapchat, but that's more personal. No, just kidding, it's really not. So if you guys want to follow me on Snapchat, if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'll have that at the end of the credits and also down below in the description. Let's get into it, y'all. Man, let's talk today. So before we get into the topic, which is boundaries, it's gonna be real quick, it's gonna be boundaries. I gotta express this real quick, and I'm not putting any names in. I'm not doing any of that. I'm gonna keep it just as surface based but deep based all at the same time. So we all are entrepreneurs for the most part. Some of us work 9 to 5s, and we get put into situations where it's almost like you're proving your worth. And I've probably talked about this before, and it gets to a point where you're finally in that area of just, you got it, things are good, but here comes somebody who just wants to be a fucking hater. Isn't that something? Always. And then what I'm learning is, I'm getting to the point I'm coming at peace with it all. Because let me explain this really quick. So when you're working, you finally got the position you want, right? Boom, you're doing great. Everybody's like, dang, man, she's good at this. Boom, oh, wow, she's doing great. I'm doing this typing stuff because I do a lot of typing at work. So it's just like, yeah, you're doing great. Boom, you're fine, right? And then you even go above and beyond, thinking that you work with people just as smart as you, right? Just as smart, just as understanding. And then you realize, no, they're fucking idiots, right? Idiots. And you just don't know why. And so someone tells you about something, and you think you're just like, okay, well, I thought I was helping better the understanding, educating, and everything's great, but let's find all the negative, the smallest negative at that, right? And this just shows proof, baby, when you doing the right thing, if you ain't got no haters, then you doing the wrong thing. Point blank, period. Because if you not doing what you supposed to do, you gonna get all types of people trying to tell you, oh, great job, great job, great job. No, do you. Keep doing you. Elevate yourself and watch how many people try to trick you and make you think like you less than. And then remember I told y'all it's all about the environment. So that also puts in the head, am I in the right environment where I could actually grow? Where I'm not having people basically try to belittle me or keep me down or keep me at a level because they don't want me to rise? Or they just want to nitpick and find something to bother or see how many buttons can they push. Anybody that works in that type of environment, leave it. And let them see the results for themselves. You do not have to go through that type of, dare I say, abuse. Because that's emotional. That's chronicle. That's head. That's everything like in your mental. Questioning who you are, your identity, so that you can feel oppressed for it. Am I going too deep or am I not saying enough? But I digress on that because, like I told y'all in the past video, you ain't got to stay nowhere you're not wanted. You ain't got to beg for no approval. You don't have to beg for celebration. You don't have to be tolerated. You don't have to tolerate a situation. You can upgrade yourself. Upgrade yourself. So, all right, y'all. So, yesterday, and a couple of days before, we'll get into it, I was thinking and I was reading a lot about boundaries. And I've been reading and just instantly my heart has been triggered to go towards self-respect, self-love, self-evidence, and self-assurance, and just really self-esteem, who you are, how you carry yourself in your being. And I think the reason why my heart is so founded on that is because, one, I'm in that transition for myself. So when you're constantly focusing on a betterment of who you are, or any type of betterment, or anything that you may be focusing on, negative or positive, you attract those things. And that's exactly what I've been on, you know, from the fitness kick, from just really understanding myself more, from trying to be a better person, from pushing myself to continue to do my podcasting and do the things that I actually love. Because when I sit down and I'm here, I'm just like, man, this is home. This is where I'm supposed to be. You see my little microphone in the back? It was actually my first microphone that I bought. Still the first one because I ain't bought another one. But so it's just amazes me. And it's actually been a year since I started podcasting. It's been a little bit over a year now. And I was looking at some about history and I'm just like, this is what you want to do. So really, for everybody, the start of this month, the start of this next year, be persistent, consistent, and resilient. I told you guys my CPR, right? Consistency, persistency, and resilience. You get what I was trying to say. See, I had to think like CPR was CPR. Anyways, you have to just do it. I know it says here 2021. It's still 2021. So it's just so ironic that I wore this shirt today. It says execution goals. Finish, finish, finish. And this is from Eric Thompson, E.T. If you start it, finish it. We're still in 2021. It's not over. It's December 2nd or December 3rd, one of the two, when you guys see this video. So whatever you started this year, it ain't over yet. And the reason why I'm saying that in connection to boundaries is because we're going to get distractions. And the reason why I told that beginning story is because that was a distraction. That was supposed to be a distraction, excuse me. Because it's only a distraction if we spend most of our time, most of our days pondering on that information instead of dropping it after we understood it. See, in that situation, that person, me, I, or whoever, could have said, you know what, let me react to this the way that they probably want me to react. Let me go ham on this the way they probably want that person to go ham on it, right? No. See, when you become more self-aware, self-confident, self-endearing, appreciative, understanding to who your mind is and what you represent in the brand and reputation that you want to uphold, you understand not everything needs a response. Shit, not everything needs a motherfucking reaction. So in the moment and in that point, you have a choice. It's usually always 2, 4, not really, 2. Do or don't. Go higher or go lower. Get in or get out. You have a choice. And I made a choice. They made a choice. We made a choice because it's Full of Joy podcasters. We go high when they try to go low. We don't deal with the BS because royalty does not. We do not. So we do the best we can and we keep pushing. I want to give an instant shout out really quick, random, to all the strong Black women that I work with. Yeah, you. Thank you for showing me the importance of being royal, of being melon, of being beautiful, of being a woman, of being a Black, strong woman. Thank you for showing me every day I can still go in there and be myself, listen to the naysayers, listen to the haters, and still keep my head high. Because that's what queens do. We don't respond to peasants. Come on now, our actions speak louder than our words. All we have to do is and walk away. We know our worth. So thank y'all, because you all are the real ones that encourage me and keep me going. And also, I want to thank y'all for being with me and for everyone who's really supported me since last year of November of 2020 when we was going through it, y'all. We was going through it. But I appreciate y'all. Understand that been closing because I try not to go as long. Even though I did promise you guys like hour videos. This is crazy. When you set your boundaries, know what you want from yourself first. Always do that. Know what you want for yourself. What do you want out of life? What do you want to participate in? What you don't want to participate in? And when you do that, never be afraid when you finally meet someone and ask them, hey, what are your intentions with me? Are you here to waste my time? Are you here to improve my life? Are you here to bring something to the table? Are you here to grow with me? What is it? Always ask somebody, what are your true intentions? Yes, I'm in a relationship, so this really does not respond to me. But for everyone else, ask these people. Don't be afraid to speak up for yourself, because that itself is a boundary. When someone sees that you're okay with being walked over, stepped over, and everything else, that's leeway. Because to be honest with you, humans look for an easy way out all the time. And so when they have that power over people, that outlook, that understanding, they're like, okay. Because all humans want. We all want power. We all want this powerful influence. That's why we try to trick people with money. We try to trick people with schemes. We lie. We tell all these stories. Most of us are great con men, you know. So you have to understand that when you set those boundaries, you are your own king or queen. You are your own royalty. It starts with you first. Then the rest will follow along. Do not change your beat or tempo for anyone else. If they can't get in groove with you, trust me, a lot of us like the same type of tune. So I guarantee you'll find somebody else at your rhythm and at your vibration. And stick with those people. Like I told y'all in the last video, celebrate the right people. Celebrate those that celebrate you. Celebrate those that uplift you. Be with those that bless you. Hold those down that comfort you. Hold those down that comfort you. I'm about to start rapping, y'all. Y'all know I be spitting a little bit, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm just playing. Actually, no, I did rap a few times. I always tell my girlfriend that story. I mean, I guess I was so happy the fact that I was freestyling in front of 2 different people. I was just like, dang, I can do this for real. But it was like under the influence type stuff. So you know, you just be gone. But yeah, set these boundaries. And when you start to set boundaries for yourself, also understand that you are going to get some, I use this word so many times. I don't know why. It starts with the R. It might start with R. You're going to get people resistant. There we go. Yes. Boom. Right on time. You're going to get people that are resistant to that change. But watch those people who are resistant to it. Those are the ones that should never been there in the first place. That means you were faking it this entire time with these people. You were trying to pretend to fit in. You were trying to make them comfortable so they can understand you. They can't understand the fake you, boo. Set your boundaries. This is who I am. This is who I ain't. If today I decide I want to switch up and be who I ain't, I'm going to be who I ain't. But today, this is who I am and who I ain't. Okay? So, set your boundaries. Watch those who are resistant. Know your true intentions for yourself and true intentions that they have for you. If they lie about it, they lie about it. Humans lie, shit. They lie. Okay? People lie to protect themselves. Some people lie to protect others. I'm not saying it's right, but what I'm saying is people do it. So, in the end, actions speak louder than words. So if they lie, don't put too much into it. I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure? No, let them show you, and it's all good. But I want to thank y'all so much. I'm really trying to work on getting some guests on here, to be honest with y'all. I've had a few people on. I have my cousin here in the background telling she wants to be a guest. And y'all, I don't think y'all met Taylor for real. It was a few times in my old podcast with my fellow co-host. Shout out to Latasha Hort, who held me down all last year, dealt with all my BS on the first couple of podcasts, my emotional swings, getting up at random times when it was time to record. Shout out to her. So hopefully she'll also be one of the guests on. I actually just have to reach out to her. I've been busy. And what have I really been busy? Yeah. So shout out to her. Guys, still look out for workout videos, getting back into shape videos, going to a little bit of vlogging. So we are actually, my cousin, since she agreed to be a guest, we'll talk about it, we'll chop it up, and hopefully you guys get to meet her, get to meet a side of her. We'll talk about some things, real things. We'll also talk about things where to improve on with life. And you guys know that's just my aim to the game. How can we get better? What can we do to be better? That's always been my thing. How we can work together as people, how we can learn how to keep our peace. And one thing before I let you guys go, last night I realized something, and each night I do. A lot of us, and hopefully this is for somebody, a lot of us try to run from our problems or our situations, or we run from the calling that we have. Stop running. For whoever I'm speaking to, you know who you are. Stop running. You're trying to be a light with other lights. And where God, the universe, the spirits, where they're trying to have you, and this was spoken to me, we need you to be the light in the darkness. Because there are people who are still watching. There are still people who need you. There are still people who are in the darkness that need your light to shine so they can be on the right path. There are children that are watching you. There are people that need you, specifically you. So whatever your calling is, please stop running. Stop. We need you. Your example is needed. Wherever you are, we need you. All right, y'all. It's been about 16 minutes that y'all had some of my free time of love, of greatness, of experience, of openness. So I just want to tell you all, please be blessed. And I hope whatever we spoke about today blessed you and touched you, even if it was the first 5 minutes or you got out of it, if it was the last 16 seconds and you got out of it. Hey, as long as it touched you, I appreciate you. And thank you all for always being so faithful, so endearing, and so kind. Y'all stay blessed, y'all stay on top, and we're going to do this together forever. You stay full of joy, my Full of Joy podcasters. We out.
Bye.